Oh, my back is sore. Ugh. Getting so old. What is up, everybody?
Toby makes me say that occasionally. So I'm not really gonna fix that.
I stay out too late. Got nothing in my brain.
Cause I don't like how that sounds. That's Toby's fault.
That's what people say.
See, this is the guy that you guys voted for to win. The coolest of the cool. The coolest of the cool. Like, he sounds kind of stupid when he says cool.
Coolest of all the cool.
But you guys, you voted for him. You gave him the win. I'm not salty. Not salty at all. I'm just mad as a mother.
What is up, everybody? Bobby here, the Nintendo Guru. Today, it's that flow, that free flow Friday. The time you love, that we all love. I love it.
That's what people say.
You love it.
I go on too many dates,
I know Joel Brooks loves it.
but I can't make them stay.
That's my boy Joel Brooks. You go giving them shout outs on Fridays that he loves. He loves him some. Okay, we're gonna stop with the Joel Brooks stuff.
At least that's what people say.
So today is not a proud moment in my life when I talk about this story. It's going to be a two-parter. Part 1, Part 2. This week will be Part 1. Part 2 will be next week. It's bad. It's bad. So this essentially is the story of the times that I got arrested. I got arrested twice in my life.
For being the dumbest mother in the world.
So yeah, we're going to go over those times that I got arrested and the stupidity that ensued. So here we go. Let's preface this with I'm 17 years old. I'm a senior in high school. Got my driver's license, and my parents going into this senior year have decided to get divorced. And I feel like I decide to revolt a little bit and to be like this little that just does what he wants to do. And yeah, so I had like a ponytail. It was bad. Bad times. Bad times. Anyway, so myself and
I'm not going to name names because there's people involved that they may not be as stupid as I am to divulge all the stupidity that we did as kids, but this is going to be one of them. I'm just going to lay it out there and just go, but I'm not going to name names. I'm just going to say like maybe cousin or friend or whatever, whoever. You guys can figure out if you know who's who and all that good stuff.
anyway, so I had a friend who likewise was 17, and I had another friend who was likewise 17. The three of us just kind of started to form a bond, and we essentially started to hang out with each other all the time. That's what guys do, right? Girls do the same thing in high school. You hang out with your people, right? So this one weekend, we decided to tell our parents that we're staying over each other's houses. And it works like a charm. What basically happens is we go to Brigantine and we just stay on the beach, essentially, for the whole night, right? And we just have a good time. We're just hanging out, no harm, no foul. There was a girl that I liked, so I kind of wanted to get a little bit closer to her and talk to her. Her parents lived in Brigantine. Her and I we walked on the beach, and then we went back to her house, and me and my friend slept in the bed of my truck. I had a small pickup truck, and we stayed overnight.
My mom doesn't know this, so I'm sorry, Mom. This was your fault because you should have kept better eye on me. You should have paid better attention to your son being a little son of a bitch and doing bad things.
But this is the prelude to me getting in trouble. So because we get away with this, we decide the next weekend we're going to do the same thing. We're going to tell everybody's parents. I tell my mom that I'm staying at his house, and he tells his mom that he's staying at his house, and he tells his mom he's staying at my house. And it's the Triforce of stupidity, the Triforce of dumb motherfuckers, straight up. So we're not really 100% sure what we're going to do, but we're just going to stay out all night. We're just going to do this thing and just hang out all night. So we wind up going to my cousin, and some of his friends were renting a place in this trailer park. And they're throwing a little shindig, right? Little.
It's a party for the new generation. You know what a shindig is? A shindig was these parties that we had back in the day. It's a stupid name. They should just say we're throwing a party. And I apologize for saying shindig because I should have just said party. So, I'm sorry.
So they're throwing a party, right? We turn around, we go to this party, we start hanging out. And they're drinking, but I never drank. I never drank until I was 21 or 22. For some reason, I was just afraid to drink. Wasn't something I was into. I hated the beer. Still to this day, I hate the taste of beer. Do not like beer. I drink liquor if I'm going to drink, and liquor just f***s me up. So that's not a thing you want to drink when you're driving and all that. So I never drank unless I was looking to get wrecked. And I wasn't looking to get wrecked at 17 years old. I did not drink, like I said, until I was 21 years old.
Success, Mom. You did something right. You kept me from being a drunk before 21. Wonderful thing.
So we go to this party. They're all drinking. And someone, I don't know who, but someone comes up with the brilliant idea of let's play mailbox baseball. And I'm like, I'm down, because I play baseball, right? I'm like, I'm down. And we go outside, and I have a baseball bat in the back of my truck behind my seat, because I play baseball. And they're like, okay, you drive.
Excuse me?
Bobby, you drive. You got the car. It's right here. It's a pickup truck. You drive. We'll hit the mailbox with the baseball bat.
Dummy me.
Okay, guys, let's go. Let's high five. Let's do this. Jump in the car. Jump in the back of the truck.
I can't, the numbers are going to be vague on me right now. I want to say there were 6 or 7 people in the back of the truck. One person in the cab with me, and I'm driving. So it's about 1 o'clock in the morning, right? We should easily get away with this. Shouldn't be a problem at all getting away with this. You would think. So I turn around and I start driving through the neighborhood, and crack. They're banging them, but they're not. Some of them are missing them because they don't play baseball. They're not good like me. You know what I mean? They're playing, but they're swinging and missing, whatever. So they're missing. We're driving, and finally they connect and take one off. And now everybody in the back screaming and hollering.
1 o'clock in the morning, quiet neighborhood. Let's be idiots. Not only are we hitting mailboxes with baseball bats, we're screaming and waking everybody up like a bunch of dumb mother.
So now we connect to another one, and as we connect, there's someone on the front porch, and he was smoking a cigarette. And he heard us coming up the street. So when we took that mailbox off, he was ready. And he jumped in his car, started chasing us. And he had a cell phone. Trust me, this is the new age of cell phones just starting. Flip phone, big Zach Morris thing, not a cool thing like this. It'll look like this. So here's a guy driving down the street, and he's like, this little son of a... I'm gonna get him. 911, what is your emergency? Yeah, I'm following these kids, and they're like hitting mailboxes with a baseball bat, and I'm following them. Sir, where exactly are you? I assume that's how it went. I don't know, because I'm in my truck, not his truck, but I'm driving, and I'm going, and next thing I know, I realize there is somebody following me. Like, this dude is following me. So I start, like, not using the blinker, and I think I'm Smokey the Bandit, and I'm in a pickup truck, and I drive like trash, because I'm a kid, and I'm not as good as I think I am. I'm, like, not using the blinker to make a left, and I'm turning right, and doing all this stupid stuff that you see in the movies, and you think, they do it there, and they get away.
You could have been getting down to this sick beat. My ex-man brought his new girlfriend. She's like, oh my god, but I'm just gonna shake.
So now I get onto this major highway, and I'm driving down. It's a 4-lane highway, and I'm driving down it, and I don't realize that the people in the back are just laying down. They can't be seen. Me and so here to my right, we're driving, and I'm trying to like not speed, but I'm driving I'm driving the speed limit, but I'm not trying to go over. So I see the development, and I'm like, okay, there's a car coming, and I still think it's the guy coming. But apparently the 911 operator told him, back off. We got police coming. You back off. So it wasn't him. It was a cop. So when I turn into development, and I don't use my blinker, all I hear is, because the cop hits the brakes. He squeals by me, and I go in the park, and everybody jumps out of the truck, and they all take off. And I run into the house, and they're like,
Get out of the house, man. We got beer here. We're underage. Get out of the house.
I'm like,
Oh my god, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
so I go outside, and as I walk outside, the cop is like, he's reading the registration, but it's in my grandfather's name. It's not my name. So he's asking for my grandfather, and I'm like, that's my truck, sir. And he's like, what's your name? And I tell him my name, and he says, this isn't you. Where's this guy? I'm like, that guy is my grandfather. Consequently, you should know who he is. You should know his name, which he does, but he's being a wise ass. And so basically, he's like, okay, we're going to lock you up. Well, as I'm sitting at the truck, here comes all my friends getting picked off by the cops. And I'm sitting at the truck, and here comes everybody. And I'm like, what is happening right now? Like, what is happening right now? So everybody gets arrested except for 2 people. All right? 2 people don't get arrested. But mind you, I'm in the front seat when I'm driving, so I don't know who jumped in the back. There was so many people, I don't know who got in the back. I only know who was sitting next to me. And that's it. So we all go to the police station. Sit in holding cells. Everybody's laughing and joking. It's a fun day. This is a fun time. We got arrested. We are so cool.
Coolest of all the cool.
We are so stupid. So I'm sitting there, and cop comes in and says to me, we're going to come in, we're going to question you. Now.
No problem. No problem, man. I got this. I walk in, and there's my mom, and I'm like, holy, who the called my mom? Who called my mom? What? Why is my... Oh, man, I'm dead.
And she had the look of rage in her face. If you remember the story when I lit the house on fire, and she started f***ing me up, punching me, she looked madder than that moment. And I didn't think that was possible. Like, you ever see a rabid pit bull, foam just coming out the mouth, like ready to tear shit up? That was her. All day, ready to go. Ready to tear me up. So I'm sitting there, and the cop starts asking me questions. And people had gone in before me. So the people that went in were singing like canaries. They're ratting everybody out. And the people that didn't get arrested, they ratted them out. It comes to me, and they're asking about the 2 people.
So was so-and-so there?
I don't think so.
You don't know?
Honestly, I'm not sure who was there.
Okay. Was so-and-so there?
I don't know.
And then, like, the fury of God. Answer him, you little mother... And I'm like... I'm thinking...
She just got unleashed up in here.
So I'm like...
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I just know who was sitting next to me. And the 2 people you named weren't sitting next to me. The other people, the only reason I know is because they're back in holding cells. I didn't see who jumped in the back of the truck. I was driving. Mom, I was driving. I'm a good kid, Mom.
You're not a good kid. You told me you were going to be at Witchcold's house. What the f*** was up with that?
I'm getting beat up when I leave tonight. I can feel it in my bones. In my bones, I can feel it.
We leave the police station, go home. Now, what we find out later is this is a federal offense. This isn't no, hey man, we can drop charges at any time. What we didn't know at the time was a person don't own their mailbox. The United States government owns your mailbox. So if you break the mailbox, technically you're breaking the United States government's property. So the persons who we hit, we promised to pay restitution, we promised to apologize. Federal government said, that ain't going to happen. You're going to court. We're going to press charges. And we had to go to court. Luckily, we were all underage. Saved our butts. We got a plea bargain. And then essentially what it was like a quasi-probation for a year. If we didn't do anything for an entire year, we would walk away free and clear. That's where I'm going to stop the story. Because right there is where we're going to stop it. Because I did do something wrong. And I did it within 2 months. So we're going to pause it. We're going to put a pin in it. Next Friday, Free Flow Friday, we'll explain the second time I got arrested.
Can't stop, won't stop moving. It's like I got this music in my mind saying it's gonna be alright.
So that is all. Thank you guys for watching today's episode of Nintendo Guru Daily Free Flow Friday edition. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, slap the like button down below. Share it with all your friends. If you're not a subscriber, please, what are you doing with your life? Seriously? Subscribe, motherfucker. Subscribe. Please. I beg of thee. That is all. Peace out, Preston.